The Play Mornings with Steph and John replay.
Good morning, world.
It is 23 January. I did it backwards.
Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to do it backwards.
It is January 23rd, 2024.
Good job.
Thank
there
you.
you go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if that works.
Well, I'm just feeling weird today, Steph.
Okay, shake it out, John.
You know what's not weird?
What?
And what's actually pretty nice?
What?
When you're driving on the highway and it's completely dark, and you know my high beams suck. I've spoken about it a lot.
Yeah.
And then the street lights turn on.
Oh, that feels like that Book of Awesome moment. Like
Right?
when you're driving and then you're in the dark and you feel alone in the world and then somebody turns the street lights on.
And then you can just see. And it's good from there, unless your car overheats and makes you pull over.
John, did that happen to you
That did happen to John.
recently or?
Yesterday.
Oh, you are having a rough go.
Yeah, everybody, I think this is the last I speak about my car because I think she's done.
Okay, you can say the date backwards if you want to.
Thank you.
I'm
I
sorry.
did.
5 a.m. Confessions.
Steph, I have a confession.
You do?
I do. It's kept me up at night a long time.
Well,
And
this is a safe space here with our 5 a.m. club.
I think it's time I tell everybody.
Okay.
When I was 7 years old, John stole a Kinder Egg and paid for it.
What?
Not in the sense that I paid money, but I paid for it in being yelled at and publicly embarrassed
Oh, so you got caught for stealing this Kinder Egg.
by my parents. I was scot-free. I walked out with the Kinder Egg, but I don't think I was trying to steal it. I think it was just I wanted it, and I didn't understand how money worked, and I couldn't just take something I wanted.
Okay.
Because up until that point, I've never bought anything before. I see my parents like, hey, let's go to the store. They get something, and then I essentially just see them leave or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get home, I'm eating this Kinder Egg in front of my parents, and they're like, where did you get this Kinder Egg? We did not buy you this Kinder Egg when we went to the store together. And I was like, oh, I got it, like, from the store. And they were perplexed at where I got this Kinder Egg. My mom spoke to my dad. My dad said, no, I didn't buy it for him. So then my parents made me go back. Mind you, this Kinder Egg was already eaten, completely eaten. They made me go back to the store and talk to like this 16-year-old worker who could not have cared less about, what were they, like 50 cents at the time? A 50-cent Kinder Egg? And I remember that so vividly because it was the most, even though nobody cared besides my parents, the most embarrassing moment in my entire life.
Oh, man.
Like, taking it, not understanding, and then being yelled at for it, going back to the store, having to apologize while crying, not understanding fully why I was apologizing, and then after we got home, I still got it from my parents.
Have you ever eaten a Kinder Egg again?
I haven't, and I've never stolen.
Well, I guess you learned your lesson that you didn't know you were learning.
Yeah,
This
but...
is really sad. You gotta like shake off the shame here, John.
Well, that's why I'm doing this, so hopefully I have better sleep snack.
Wayfair has some beds recalled.
Wayfair's got just what I need.
Yeah, they do. They have just what you need, beds that collapse while you're sleeping in them.
Ooh. Ooh, never mind.
Now, I don't know if they are like folding in on the person or if maybe just the mattress is falling on the floor. But it reminds
Wait, no. The mattress falling on the floor. How does that work?
you know, like they could collapse out of its frame.
Yeah.
So it was on a frame and then it just was no longer, fell out of the frame, collapsed.
Okay. I would like to see that more than it just falling on its own. Anyways, continue.
But it reminded me of a bed that is at my parents' cottage that seems to collapse on itself. It falls off the frame. And my husband went to bed about 2 hours before everybody else did one time. And then I just sat down hard on the bed and it fell off the frame and he woke with a start, not impressed. And then a couple nights later, we were at my parents' house and they have this bed that they had gotten since the last time we had been there that has these like remotes on the side. And so I pressed this like crazy massage button while he was sleeping and then yelled earthquake. He was so mad, John. He thought that bet was recalled for sure.
Steph, open your phone right now.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me how many notifications or unread things you have from email and texts.
Okay, from Gmail, I have 685.
Okay.
From work email, 41.
Yep.
And 0 unread text messages.
Okay. I have 0 unread text messages, and in all my email apps, I also have 0.
What?
How do you go about not reading these things? Or at the very least, just selecting them all and hitting open?
Because that takes a lot of work, and a lot of times it's just like, oh, this is your credit card statement of the credit card that you never use. Well, I don't want to delete that, but I also don't care to open this $0 statement, so it just sits there.
Okay, I can understand email, that's fine. My girlfriend, she has like 200 plus texts
What?
that she has never opened.
Text messages.
Yeah, you're missing some texts. People are going out of their way. I get, every so often you get a text from a site you have to sign up for and they send you a code, whatever. There's not 200 of those.
Yeah, that's quite reckless.
Right?
Because people are sending you messages. What if you need them? What if you need to know?
Or, like, at the very least, what if just be nice and respond?
Just be nice and at least say that you read it.
Yeah.
Open it up.
It's just, that might be my only pet peeve ever.
Now, I need to know, are they 200 text messages that you've written to her, or are they from all random people?
I can't text her anymore. She blocked me.
People are booking vacations, trying to escape the winter blues.
It's a little late.
Could be, or you could get a last-minute great deal.
Could you?
I think so.
Like, winter is that big for people taking vacations that you can get deals now?
Yeah, you could be like, oh, selloffvacations.com. I think you could check something there.
Oh, okay.
But there's experts are coming out with how long you should take a vacation for.
Ooh.
Yes, and there is a study that says that people's satisfaction and enjoyment peaks after 8 days on vacation.
Oh, 8-day vacation sounds luxurious. I don't think I'll ever take one.
Yeah, so they're saying after 8 days, it's not going to change your amount of rest and relaxation. In fact, it might make you far more dissatisfied with having to go back to work. So you should probably kind of 8 days, great, you got everything you needed, you came for it, now go home.
Okay.
Now, the other thing is there's some travel agents that say they book things in 5s.
Yeah, 5. Like 5 days, 5.
Yeah, so this is the knowledge that if it takes you 1 day to travel somewhere, you want the person to be able to stay there for 5 days and then 1 day to travel home.
So like 7-day vacation.
7-day vacation, but the 2 travel days. And then she says, if you have to travel for longer than 1 day, then you have to tack on another 5 days.
Nope, that's yeah, I'm sure the travel agency is telling us this. Yeah, really, guys? Weird.
Quite luxurious, and like your budget just doubled too.
What are you not embarrassed to admit that you do?
Not embarrassed to admit. I mean, I've said a lot of times that I'm a terrible driver.
Okay.
Not really. I'm a little bit embarrassed about it when I have a passenger, but
Yeah.
when I'm driving by myself, I'm kind of unaware. I don't focus on the fact that I'm not great at driving.
Just do U-turns on the highway?
I don't do that. I just work really hard in my giant truck to stay in one lane.
Maybe you need a smaller vehicle.
Yes, but then I can't see everything around me, so it's a trade-off.
Maybe you should just stop driving in full.
Sure, you want to pick me up every morning?
Maybe you should continue driving and hear what I have to say. I went an opposite way.
Uh-huh.
I went a gross way.
Oh, no.
I religiously pick my nose.
John!
What? Okay. Hey, there is nothing better than like your nose being stuffy and then or you feel the booger in your nose and then you just go up and pull it out.
Wow, all right. And then you get a Kleenex and you wash your hands afterwards?
Now that I'm renting, yes. Before, you would just flick it out the wall.
John,
Booger wall.
you should be embarrassed about this.
Well, I have another one that I think is a little less embarrassing because everybody does it. First off, everybody picks their nose. If you don't pick your nose, you're a liar.
That doesn't mean you don't do it in the privacy of a closed door.
No, why?
With a Kleenex.
Kleenex is overkill. If you're going to use a Kleenex, just blow your nose.
Okay.
I pee in the shower.
Yeah.
Everybody pees in the shower.
Some people pee in the shower.
Everybody pees in the shower.
I don't think that's true.
I think it's absolutely true, but I will hold my pee until I have to shower.
What?
Like, if I...
You enjoy it that much?
Yeah, it is the best feel. All of our listeners are gone. It is the best feeling of just having your bladder like bloop, 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 like fill up and then go home, have a nice hot shower and just... First off, it is environmentally friendly, so I don't know why everybody's not praising me right now.
I hope you clean your shower often with
You
these
don't need to clean your
admissions.
shower. It's water. First off, soap always hits your shower if you're washing your body.
Yeah.
Secondly, it's just going down the drain.
John, I appreciate you being so open and honest, but I'm not sure you're sure you should be so open and honest. Nothing but love here.
I think people enjoy it.
Nothing but love. You're walking out of the grocery store, and in between the two exit doors, you drop a bottle of sauce.
Oh, no.
It's glass. It splatters everywhere. Do you just keep walking and hope no one noticed, or do you go tell someone?
And I paid for this glass, or it's just there?
You paid for it.
Oh, well, then you'd have to go back.
And get a new one?
Yeah.
Do you get it for free? Do you expect it for free?
Yeah?
Yes?
Yeah, right?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah, what would you do?
I would have to go back and tell somebody, but then I would feel really awkward if they didn't offer me a free sauce. And I also wouldn't be willing to go back down the aisle and find the free sauce.
I worked at a grocery store, and the way we did it is if you broke something, without hesitation, somebody would be there to give you a new thing of what you just got.
Wow, that's really nice, because I think I would be so embarrassed that I'd tell somebody I broke the sauce, ask them if I could clean it up for them, and then I would slink off to another grocery store to go buy the sauce I just dropped, so I didn't have to do like the walk of shame back to the sauce aisle.
There's medication for you.
Wow!
That's insane.
Why?
What? You're going to pay for 2 sauces when you only get 1?
Yeah, because I dropped one. It's my fault. I didn't pack my groceries correctly.
No, you gotta. Everybody who works at a grocery store is there to do customer service. Like, they're there to help you.
Okay.
So I feel like it would be crazy of them, 1, to not even offer before you have to bring up anything, but 2, for you to just leave. Like, they would stop you, right?
I don't know. You would stop me, though? You'd be like, hey, poor lady who dropped your sauce, let me make this a little bit better for you. Here's
I'd be
a new
like,
sauce.
hey, let me give you this tub of mayonnaise that you dropped.
Okay. Of
love
all the
mayonnaise.
things to pick,
You love mayonnaise.
it's in a plastic jar, John. I've heard about a Tag Your Cat program.
Okay.
What do you think it means?
The thing my head goes to is like tagging your cat, like either putting a chip in it or putting a tracker on it.
What kind of cat?
What do you mean, what kind of cat?
Like a pet?
Yeah. What other cat is there?
Well, the one this is talking about is not a pet cat.
What other cat is there?
A catalytic converter.
A what?
It's a part underneath your car that gets stolen a lot.
Continue.
Okay, so this is the part of your car that kind of cleans out all of the gases and things it goes through, and it's kind of like an air purifier. It reduces your emissions, also helps with fuel efficiency, but it gets stolen a lot because it has precious metals in it. And so metal recyclers will pay some money for it. And so people steal them.
Okay.
So the Tag Your Cat program is that you get your catalytic converter engraved and make it harder to steal, because then, somebody who crawls underneath your truck to steal your catalytic converter is like, this one can be tracked. They can type in this number and they'll know which car it was stolen off of and.
Do body shops not know this already, that obviously people are stealing them? Or body shop, where do they go to with the metal? Sorry.
Yeah, so they get taken to like a metal recycler, and recyclers will pay like $50 to $150 for the catalytic converter.
That's it? And people are doing this?
Well, that's the annoying part, is that it'll cost $2,000 to $5,000 to replace it on your car, but thieves are like $50 is $50.
And if you can't replace it, like, is it like I know some things like you have to have an exhaust and everything. Do you have to have this?
Yeah, you need it. Like you can drive your car without it, but you won't get good fuel efficiency and you'll be harming the environment and it's illegal.
Okay, well, then back to my first question. Do these places that take in the catalytic converters, they know they're stolen, right?
Well, see, this is the thing, is that sometimes they are not stolen. Sometimes cars are on their way to the junkyard and the person is like, oh, I can make $50 off my catalytic converter before I never see this car again. And so sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's completely legit. But to mitigate that, when it isn't legit, there's a Tag Your Cat program in Alberta now where you can pay $40 and get your catalytic converter engraved so that should somebody steal it, at least you know who did.
Okay, but see, what if when your car's done, when you want to take in your cat to get the $50?
Well, I think it must be connected to your name or something. Like, I can't imagine they're going to be like, this has a serial number on it and it's obviously not yours. And it's like, it obviously is. It's my car. John, are you aware that you have empty box syndrome?
If it is what I think it is, then I have it to the severity of I should be in a home.
What do you think it is?
Is empty box syndrome where you can't throw away like empty boxes? Is that
No.
What is up with you tricking me today? First cat. Oh, let's cat track. You know what cat tracking is, John? Are you about to talk about cats? No, we're not. We're talking about cars again for the 12th time. And then now it's, empty box syndrome. I have a whole bunch of iPhone boxes laying around that I can't throw up, but it's not that. What is empty box syndrome, Steph?
It's all those people who were born on February 29th and don't get a box on the calendar except for every 4 years. So
I do have that. Thank you for including me in this, actually. I do like this topic. I have that, absolutely. I don't get a nice birthday until every 4 years.
Okay, so John is angry about this. He clearly has empty box syndrome, but basically people are saying that they have this like big FOMO that they don't get to have a birthday. And I was reading an article about some doctors who, if the baby was born in a leap year and it was like close to the midnight hour of the day before or the day after, they would just write the baby's birthday on the birth certificate as the opposite date.
See, no, I think that's ripping the baby off because I get why they're doing it. It makes everything a lot more easy and less complicated. But my thing is, it came with perks because I was born closer to March 1st. And if they did that with me on my ID when I got it, they chose February 28th, the day I turned 18. So I was able to party a day early.
Oh.
So I think that's why I'm like, well, you're ripping it off. Also, it's just cool saying you have a February 29th birthday and seeing how many adults don't know, like, there's a 29th of February. It's shocking.
That is rather shocking. Now, on the 29th of February, every 4 years, this is a leap year. Do you do something special? Is there a big party for your birthday, or like what happens?
Yeah, so 4 years ago we went to Edmonton, and we're going again this year just because it's the easiest with me being here. But before that we went to Mexico, and then before that we went to like I think California or something like that. And yeah, so we live it up every 4 years because it's like huge. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't say this. Being born on February 29th was the only thing my dad ever got right about my birth. He got my gender wrong. He thought I was going to be a girl. He didn't get his name he wanted. He wanted me to be named Dave.
Dave, that's a good one.
He went on record of saying John will be born on February 29th.
And here you are.
That's right.
Empty box syndrome and all.
Thanks for listening.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Steph and John replay.
Find more Steph and John at play1037.ca.